traders, this is Sin with the New Level Trading Report for Thursday, April 28th. This morning, Brian took a quick look at the DX, and as you can see in overnight sessions, we went down to 73.05, a new low, and then pretty much through the rest of the day made a bit of a recovery and chopped around throughout the rest of the day. He took a look at the TF, and as you can see, we marked the overnight high, which was 860.8, sold off throughout the night, and then through the rest of the day did quite a bit of chop. I'd call that a head and shoulders that actually did not resolve to the downside, came up and actually made a new high. I thought that was a bad tick initially, but it looks like it was a legitimate tick, but we came right back down and sold a little bit off into the cash close. The NQ, the weakest link today, as you can see again, marked the actual top 24.1575. Looks like a double top actually. Sold off through the day, chopped quite a bit today, came down, double bottomed in regular hour sessions, and came all the way back up, made a new high for the day, intraday, and then actually sold off, and literally we pretty much, I'd say that was even more than a quadruple top, or bottom, I'm sorry. So that looks like, I think it's going to resolve to the downside tomorrow unless we get some major news on some of the NASDAQ stocks. The ES, I'd say that looked pretty much like the TF. As you can see, we marked the overnight high here, sold off throughout the night, made another head and shoulders with a better resolve to the upside, not the downside. And as you can see, we made a new high, sold off into the close, but not much. So I actually see this possibly resolving to the upside tomorrow. Brian spent part of the morning actually taking trader questions regarding some of their own trades. One that was mentioned was CRR, Carbo Ceramics, and that actually had an amazing day. I'm certain that was an earnings play. As you can see, a nice gap up, pulled back, and then really held that 8 moving average nicely, sold off a little bit, but stayed up for a $21 move. Really, that was a great trade. He also talked about POT, and as you can see, POT had a not so good day, a nice trending down day, and ended up really on the lows of the day. And RIG was another one that we talked about. RIG actually, it chopped through the day, but it looks like it came off a low from yesterday. Brian spent some time on the Prodigio the Prodigio charts, and he has actually created quite a few custom studies, and those should be available to you on our website for members, and you'll be able to actually copy the Think script and put it into your edit studies, and you'll have that study available to you. Brian gave the reins over to Don, and Don put an Apple bear call spread on. He sold the 350 strike and he bought the 355 for a credit spread of $1.45. He closed out that trade for $280 a profit. And he also talked a little bit about weekly options and the fact that they are great in terms of price is usually obviously better than a monthly option, but the fact that if you're not trading a trending stock like Apple or Google or something that is having a nice large move or a quick move, you really can get a theta burn during lunch hour. And even if your stock's staying around the same price, you're going to really hurt because you get that theta, that time decay, and you really can lose quite a bit of that option. So you definitely, again, want to be trading that probably early morning hours. that's probably the best time to be trading weeklies. As far as tomorrow goes, we have Chicago PMI and the Consumer Sentiment Report. Earnings, one of the heavy hitters, we have Caterpillar, CAT, CVX, JRCC, Merck, MRK, WBC, and WY. Thanks again for checking in with New Level Trader Report, and we'll see you tomorrow.